Good day, everybody. It's Joey here with the second Remembrance Poppy project for this week. I'm doing two in a week. Can you believe that? Um, if you didn't see yesterday, we made this Remembrance Memorial card to the First World War. And for those who weren't too keen on that theme, I thought I'd do something more generic with this Art Nouveau style ephemera holder, which the original idea for this ephemeral holder was from my lovely friend Pam at Silver and Sparkles. She came up with this, the design of the ephemera holder, and I've used it a few times. I've used it in a lot of journals because it's a great way of using up scrap paper and that. So go over to Pam. I'm sure you all know her anyway, but Pam does great projects, individual type projects, for pieces to go in journals, and she does great golden books and everything. She does, full journals as well, but she does these lovely little things like this. So well done, Pam. You're great. So I'll just open it up. This can be a standalone. You can give it out or poke it into a side pocket or tuck, or you can actually create this as a pocket. This one's standalone, as you can see. But the one I'm going to make it to go in an actual journal page, so turn it into an actual pocket. Okay, so we'll open it up, this closure here, and it opens up there. We've got a journal card tucked in there, mini journal cards, and then it opens up to here. So there's another journal card, journal card, journal card, all in the freebie kit. And then this big journal card sits at the back with this nice pattern on the side. Over here we've got a just a journaling space to add. So everything you can see here is in the kit. I'll just show you the digital so you know what you're getting. And that closes up there. It's lovely, isn't it? I like the design of the holder. And that pops in there. So I'll keep that to the side as a reference and show you the digital. So this is the main base and the pockets and all that. This one on card, backed onto card. With this, this time I didn't use file folder. I used the brown paper bag, grocery bag. So I backed everything onto that. It's a little bit thinner, which is good when you're doing like pieces that you don't want too bulky. So that's it. So this is backed onto card or some sort of backing to give it a little bit of strength. These are the journal cards. These are the gussets to turn the whole thing into a pocket. So this again is on back. You need to back these. Then this page is all the embellishments and labels. I've done various labels here. I've done sort of like remember, in case you want to use it as a memorial type thing with some dates. And then I've also got things like grace and friends and love and kindness and dream. So you can put it into just one of your normal, your general poppy journals. And there's some more embellishments. These are the this backs the main journal card, and this is the little journaling spot, and then a whole page of poppies, which I thought would be nice to include. We use this as the lining for the inside of the ephemeral holder, but I thought I'll give you the whole page because you might want to pop it into one of your poppy journals or just collage with it, whatever. Okay, I think that's everything about those, so we'll pop them away. As always, I've cut and inked as much as I can to save you. So this is the base, so it goes this way. This tab here is for if you want to make it into the whole thing into a pocket to stick into a journal. If you don't, you can cut that off, as I've done here. See, it's been cut off because that's a standalone. But we're going to do the pocket version, so I'm going to leave that on. So first thing we need to do is score. Now we need to score this side, so just to make that a little bit easier, on here I've put some little triangles, notches, that you need to just snip out, and they will then become a marker for where to score and won't interfere with anything else in the design because it's on a fold. So I just thought that might make life a little bit easier. Okay, so let's get the scoreboard. If you're creating the pocket, the gusset needs to be scored face up so we can get a fold this way. Okay. That way. And then leave that up at the moment. These, you line up your notches. So one notch there, one notch there, and that's where we go along there, and one notch there, and the other notch, and that should give us. We need this because this has to fold this way. Just snip. And that goes that way. So let's get rid of the scoreboard. I don't believe we need that anymore today. And I'll just go over this with the score lines. And just on this one. Get rid of any white bits. Okay. So I hope that was straightforward. Right, next we're gonna do the lining, line this. So the easiest way to do this using this paper is to make sure you've got it the right orientation, and we'll fold down and place this like that. But what I want to do is put the glue on this. I think it's a bit easier. So let's glue it right as well as we can. Probably have to do some little repairs on this. We always, it's bound to come up at the edges. Okay, I hope that's enough. Okay, so now we want to lift that up, bring this in, making sure again it's on the right way. And I just want to place it down right on the edge there. Sticky hands. Okay. When I've got the glue out, I'm just going to do the backing of this one while that dries off a bit before we cut that out. So this just goes on the back there. Okay. I hope you've all been well. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's video. It's amazing me doing 2 in a week. Jesus. I want to thank everyone for leaving their comments. Might have to trim that up. Let's get it down first. And for all those people who have left me coffees on Ko-fi, I'd like to thank Amen T, Paula, Carla, Nikki and Jean. Thank you ever so much for your coffees. It's always appreciated. And everyone who's been going over to Etsy to buy the main kits, Christmas kits from last year. That's great. Just trim that up. Okay. Okay, so that's all ready. We'll leave that to dry. So we might be able to cut this out now. Let's give it a go. Okay. Ideally, it's better if you leave this to dry as much as you can before you start folding it again, but I'm not going to be able to do that. Maybe I should have done prepped one. Anyway, we'll see how we go. Hopefully it won't tear or anything. So we've got those score lines there already. Just ease those over again. And ease that one. Making sure nothing cracks. Okay, that looks pretty good. And let's distress all around here. Just ink it. Well, I hope you've all been well. I've been, the last couple of nights I've been watching films non-stop because my Netflix subscription runs out tomorrow. I just get them for a month. You know, if there's something I want to watch on, I only have pay for one streaming service at a time. So I'll swap around. So this time I had Netflix this month. And I don't know what I'm going to watch. What I'm going to choose next month. But the reason I've got Netflix is because I saw they had that new series House of Guinness, which was made by the same people who've done Peaky Blinders. And I loved Peaky Blinders. So I thought I'll give it a go. It was okay. It was, you know, beautifully produced and that. I don't know if this... I don't know, there was something, it didn't have the grittiness of Peaky Blinders. I didn't think anyway. I thought it was a little bit over stylized, but you know, God, it's still good. you know, like a little bit too much CGI. Ends up looking like a Hallmark Christmas card. But anyway, it was still good, you know. I made some things. And while I had the service, I also watched Black Doves, which I quite enjoyed. It was interesting, sort of. So that was me. So now I'll have to think what to get next time. One of our free-to-air channels has been showing the Gilded Age, which I've heard so much about but never got to watch it. Anyway, so I've started watching that, but they've only got series 1, and I'm quite into it. It's very beautifully done. And I'm the same guy done Downton Abbey. So yeah, I'll have to look to. It is on Paramount streaming, so I'll have to look into that. I've never had Paramount streaming, so I'll have to see. Mind you, if they come straight out with season 2, I'll watch it. But at the moment, it's only being released weekly. But that's all free, so you have the adverts. Anyway, that's me rambling, telling you what I've been up to on the viewing side of things. Next, we'll put on the corner pocket. Well, not the corner pockets. Yeah, they are corner pockets. So this one goes on first there. Then this one overlaps there. That makes sense. And then this one, little journaling spot, will go there. And then we want the green, that's the red tab, we want the green belly band to go in the middle here. Okay, I'll do the glue stick one first. Oops, I've inked all these. And just pop that there. It's a pretty little journaling spot. Got quite an Art Nouveau feel to this one too. Okay, let's get the art glitter. I'll pop this one down first. Try not to put too much glue because this isn't tabbed, and if I go too heavy, can you see this? Show me in camera. If you put too much, then you lose space, don't you, in the inside the pocket. Okay, so that goes just to the side of that score line. Leave a little bit of a border around it. Okay, then this one's slightly bigger, just to give it an asymmetrical look. Oop, a bit too much there. Okay, and this one we'll line up with there, we'll just put it to the side of that score line. That's all those done. And this is the little belly band. It's just top and bottom. Okay, I think what we'll do is we'll do a bit of decoration of this now. I'm going to need that butterfly. Probably needs that and that. I want a bit of text paper. Be okay. I'm gonna put that there. So I just want a bit of book page behind it. That there and that will go there. So like that. That corner. Let's give that a look at my. I've got to get a. I've got them in the drawer. The new pad is crumbling now. Are you like me? You want to get the most out of them. Okay, so put that there. Just up like that. You can add all your own little pieces to these to decorate. I'm sure you've got some wonderful, numbers and all that you can stick on. I'd just like to include a little things for people who haven't got anything, totally starting out. And you can still play along. I'm going to put forever. That'd be a nice one. Just a little forever. Yeah, forever. I think so. That's nice. Then we're going to put that there, which I think I can do now. I think, yeah. So where do we want it? Put it at an angle. There's lots more other butterflies, so you can decorate this much more. Butterflies over here, there, wherever you want. Butterflies are great, aren't they? They always fill a hole. Okay, so let's see inside. Hope that's all dry enough, and we're gonna let's put on the belly band that goes here. just in the middle. Okay, get rid of that. Oh, that's not on very straight. Right, I want to decorate this. Quite messy, so again I want looking at all my bits. This one, I'm going to put that on the front. Then I want some book paper page around that too. Oh, let's have a cup of tea. Oh, excuse me, slurping. Right, so we want this sort of just around that, so put that there. That can sit on that like that. Okay, good there. Once I've got this out of the way, you know what we're getting on to? Christmas, and I hope to bring out a few Christmas ones. The first one's going to be a design I've done before, which is a pink sort of like gnome of elf Santa type thing. It's quite cute. It's cutesy, yeah, that's the best way. So that's pink, because I know a lot of you are doing pink Christmas journals, but it can also be a card, you know, to give away. But I've got to work on some extra bits for it from when I originally done it as a part of a challenge last year. I just want to see if I can add some bits to it. I should have done that up a bit further, shouldn't I? Oh well, that's quite nice. That's because I'm talking, see. I talk and my mind goes blank to what I'm doing. So yeah, so I'll be doing that. I just want to play around with the digital a bit more. See if I can add some things. It's a tag, sort of tag card. We go down there like that. Just want to make sure I've got enough room for the closure. It's probably too late now anyway. Yeah, that'd be fine. There's enough room. Let's put on a label. Poppies, why not? There. Again, you can do this however you like, the decoration side of things. We're getting there, everyone, we're getting there. Okay. Right, let's do the closure next. Then you do this quite a bit. You can do the closure however you like, but I've included these little circles in. So this is just, I've done a green. I thought the green or the red, and then I thought, oh, it's too much red, so I thought I'd go with the green. It's quite Christmassy, isn't it? The red and the green. Okay, let's get a little bit of art glitter glue on there. Let's attach that. You've seen me do this many times. In there like that. Just and we want to these sticky tab dimensionals. So I've said before, these ones were from Stampin' Up, but you can use round ones, or you can just stick a piece of card there, just to give it some height, enough for the string to wrap round to keep everything in place. Okay, now the way this goes on is you want the string to come out, if you imagine that as a clock face, at 9 o'clock, so it goes that way. Okay, stick that down there. That's got a stick, as you can imagine. Let's just keep that there for the moment, and we're just putting our, that one goes with our cards, which I've didn't the side of these. Oh, that's got messy. Have a tidy up. That one pops in there. I'll show you. It's nice. It's like a watercolour of poppies. Okay, then we've got this like a sketch drawing of a poppy. This one tucks behind here. Like that. Then that one goes in there. You can decorate this as well. It just depends how bulky you want it to be. I think that would have held. So then that will wrap round there, go around there and down like that. So that's basically it, but I want to add those gussets now. If you are going to put this in a pocket, that's without, okay, so that can just wrap round there. I should, like, this is a standalone. Then if you want to give it out as a standalone card, I suggest you put the main tag behind here. Okay, but we're going to do this. You know what I should put in there, as we're making it a pocket, is just sort of guess about halfway there. Just put in a thumb thing. I'm going to call it a thumb thing. I'm not very good at eyeballing. Okay. Yeah, so that explains that bit. So let's turn over, and what we want to do is I just want to put some tape to keep this in place, so when we're putting it in the on the journal page, it doesn't get caught. Does that make sense? Looks pretty ugly, but you're not going to see it. So obviously you don't do this if you're going to do it as a standalone giveaway card or popping it into it. It's only if you're sticking it down. So let's get the gussets. These are the gussets that come in the kit. We just want to put one there and one there, and then we've got this one coming up here already. So let's stick those down. I'm not going to have a chance for this to glue very well, so I hope it doesn't all move around as I stick it into on a journal page. Well, if you're doing it, let it dry completely. I want to show you it going into a page, so that's pretty secure. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, let's get a journal page. I'm going to put it there like that. And along the bottom. Oops. Center there. There. And we've got this journal card. So let's close that up. That goes around there. And that can pop in the back there. And there's your journal page. Okay, well that's it. I hope you had fun with this one, and as I say, the other memorial card to complete the Poppy week. I hope it's been a lot of fun. The next one, as I say, will be the pink Christmas thing, I hope. And then afterwards, I'm going to bring out a couple more, 2 or 3 more Christmas take and makes over the Christmas period, as I'm not doing a big kit this year. And I was toying with the idea, and you can let me know if you want, whether to make Christmas versions of some of the popular take and makes. And I was thinking, I did say like a waterfall card, a Victorian waterfall card. And then I thought the other one I could do would be a Christmas version of, do you remember in the spring I'd done that woven pocket with the tags going in? I thought that might be quite nice to do a Christmas version of that. I know it's revisiting things I've sort of done recently, but they were popular. So, and I sort of like know what I'm doing if I do those. But you know, there'd be Christmas, so all the imagery would be different. So anyway, let me know what you think about that or whether, and if you know, I'll try and do as much as I can. Okay, so there we go. Courtesy and great thanks again to Pam at Silver and Sparkles for coming up with this initial idea of a ephemera holder. Go and visit Pam if you don't already. She's absolutely wonderful, and I hope you enjoyed that. So, 2 videos in a week. Amazing. I hope you enjoyed this, as I say, and I'll see you soon with the Pinky Christmas Know Me Elfie tag thing. Okay, love you lots. God bless you all. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye.